enough with the procrastination. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Jeanmarco. Jeanmarco here. You can pronounce it however you want. I'm going to leave that there. You guys can pronounce it however you want, but preferably it's Jeanmarco. And today I'm excited to announce the first episode, basically the pilot of this new podcast that we, the Broke Boys, have been planning to do for a little while, known as Cut Throat Convos.
An explosion here. Sirens.
Yeah, all that crazy shit. But I'll tell you this. We're not just trying to be like every other podcast out here. Wait, how did we come up with the name again?
Oh, alright, that's actually...
Wait, before we even get to that, I want to introduce one of my co-hosts. We were supposed to have another one here, but I have no comment towards that.
Let's just say...
He had to go be a father.
Nah, actually that's a polite way to say it. Bag it up.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have an aneurysm 9 months from now.
But here I am today with the man himself, the upcoming Evo tourney winner from 2022.
I have no idea what this man is talking about.
The master of button mashing.
Yes.
The
keyboard warrior, Twitch watcher. I lied, I don't watch Twitch. The keyboard warrior, controller thrower, bomb thrower, because I be blowing up my bathroom. And can I say thought?
What do you mean?
Like T-H-O-T? Thought snatcher.
I mean, that works too, honestly.
You know what I'm saying? Thought snatcher, bro. The boy himself, the boy who never grew up to be a man, young Jetskii. Or call me Jetskii. Lord Jetskii, preferably. It's up to you, up to your discretion. I won't really mind. Don't ask me for my government name. You can't ever have that. That's on me.
You heard it from the man himself. Now, some of you know us either from in person, or some of us you may know us from like Discord. Doesn't matter where. But the Broke Boys is just like a group of guys, and we've known each other for like a while now. And
would it be like 10 plus years for some of us? Because before it used to be most of us. Now it's like some of us is like what, 10 plus years now? A decade? And then everybody else that does know us half a decade?
yeah.
Damn, we're old.
Nah.
Damn, we're old.
You're
Jesus.
old. Regardless of that, yeah, it's just a bunch of us. You might see a rotation here, but I plan to, to host most of the episode and try to bring in each and every one of them so you guys can get to know them. Like I said, we were trying to bring another one in, but last second shit happens regardless of that. Now, back to the point. How did we come up with the name again?
Oh, so sometimes, it happens. It comes up in the conversation. Late night gaming, late night trolling. We do like to participate a little bit of trolling on this side. We were talking about this for a while now, where we wanted to just have a mic in front of us. Sometimes we just talk a bunch of, either a bunch of bullshit that turns into something funny, or sometimes we just get into a very serious conversation. And sometimes the homie right here decides that, we should probably record this. So that's literally how the idea popped up in the first place. One late night in Discord, we were looking and thinking about for a name, right? I think looking for a logo or something along those reins. And like I told him, I was like, sometimes in mid-conversation, we're a little blunt. We're a little blunt, a little brunt, a little brash with what we say. And I thought, at least to us, I'm like, we're really cutthroat when it comes to our opinions. Or when we talk to each other, it's very direct. Kind of like how a dagger would be thrown to your neck. Oh, cutthroat, right? Sometimes people don't agree with you. That's another cutthroat thing. And that kind of stuck with us for a while. Which was like, cutthroat, huh? We're trying to be very honest here. We try to be at least... not honest to a fault, but at least try to be honest with what we think about certain topics, certain ideas, and it might come off the wrong way. And trust me, we have no bad intentions. It's just what we believe in, what we think in. Hey, don't get me wrong, First Amendment, freedom of speech, you feel me? So,
freedom of speech.
Yeah, freedom of speech, bro.
You really gotta back that up.
Yeah, bro, you got to. You got to. So that's how the idea came up. And I feel like it's still a working title in progress. I don't mind the idea. Might change, maybe subject to change. I'm not you feel me? That's head honcho right here. So he got to decide on that. But that's how we came up with the idea of the title for the podcast.
Yeah. So we're really gonna like focus not just on one thing. We previously had recorded a video, but that is forever lost. That's known as episode 0 now. No one's ever gonna watch that. No one will ever find that. That's forever lost in my hard
Unless
drive.
you DDoS his computer. Then that's really on you.
Sue me.
Yeah. That's on you. You can't sue us. Remember, it was in the vault for a reason. That's on you.
Yeah. So I procrastinated to
you.
do this for like a little while now. I'd say probably a good 4 to 5 months. Reason being is just like, as you can tell, I've never done this. If you know me, you probably see me on Twitch streaming, playing video games and stuff. That I'm used to. But when it comes to working as a group, having people come in and also maybe in the future be able to interview them, that's a whole different story. That's like stepping out of the comfort zone, and it's something that I do enjoy doing, but I don't have enough experience to it. So here we are now, me rambling.
Just throw yourself into the wolf's den and just see what comes out.
So mainly here we go from honestly anything. It's a general topic, worldwide, anime, video games,
Local.
tech, news, sometimes sports here and there. NBA's coming back. Wink, wink. You feel me? A lot of good stuff. Anything here, but regardless of that, since we're already going through the motion of this shit, let's just go straight into it. I want to start off with the topic. It's kind of funny that we're starting with episode 1 with some controversial shit like this.
Hopefully this becomes a trend.
Clip it.
hopefully that's the idea.
Clip it.
Clip it and ship it. Hopefully in the future, if this does take off, you heard it here first.
So the first topic we're going to lead into right now is actually a question, and it's something that's been going around not only like in social medias but the YouTube platform itself by other bigger people that what's the word, profit from that business. Is YouTube racist?
Oh shit, we're really starting with this. Okay, back. Let me get comfy here. Alright. Well, that is the honest question here. Is YouTube racist?
Is it racist? Now you're probably looking at me like, why you want to start with some shit like that? Why not? That's the crazy part.
Why not?
I don't know. I want to. Why not?
Can a robot be racist? Because think about it. Half of YouTube.
I think they already proved that though.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but for the.
I'm pretty sure they already proved that.
Look for grandiose reasons, right? Can a robot be racist? Because this does pertain to the question, right? And before we segue into what we're actually really talking about, this is going to be the little lead-up point to it. Can a robot be racist? Well, where does that come from? Well, that comes from the fact that YouTube's algorithms play a huge part. So if you're not in the know, if you don't have any knowledge, quick rundown, easily, whatever it's recommended to you, just like on social media, YouTube was one of the godfathers that started this off. So if you make a new account, you don't follow any channels, the page itself is going to recommend you a couple of videos to start you off. Something like to get your feet wet. And that is being basically, what's the word I'm looking for? That's determined by YouTube programming, AI. Or an algorithm, for another fact. If you don't know what it means, Google it. Have fun with that. Sometimes, in the algorithm, and obviously to program, it's a bot. It doesn't know, right? It's not an AI. It's just a bot. It doesn't know. So sometimes you just see a certain predominant. Catch my drift? You know what I'm saying? You'll catch a predominant demographic.
Yeah.
You'll get a certain demographic.
Mm-hmm.
And certain demographic aren't certain individuals. So that begs the question, right? That begs the question. Don't answer it. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Can an AI or a program dedicated to giving you recommended videos be racist? I'm pretty sure you could get where we're going with this now.
Yeah, because the reason why he brings us in is recently the popular horror game YouTuber Corey X Kenshin released a video on his channel titled YouTube Racism and Favoritism. If you don't know what he looks like, here he is. Pretty popular guy. I never watched him, but as you can tell, he's has a pretty popular standing in the YouTube community, 14.3 million subscribers. He's been doing this thing for a little while now. Some people grew up with him, so he's loved by a lot of people. He's kept it honest, and he usually doesn't do stuff like this, because obviously when you see the word racism, you already know how a video is about to get. Let's see. Later on, the reason for this is, I'm gonna leave the link in the description in case you want to watch it. I don't really want to play it because it will be like kind of like taking credit. So I'm just gonna just wanted to show you. It's there, link in the description. The reason for this is because one of his most recent videos of him playing the mortuary assistant, it got age restricted with no given reason. Apparently, Corey claims he spent 2 hours looking through other YouTubers' gameplay of the same game and noticed that no one else got the age restriction. He later on appealed the restriction and got rejected. YouTube stated that the video was restricted for a good reason, but we're not going to tell you what the reason is. He uses the YouTuber Markiplier. If you don't know who that is, then you probably don't use social media that well. But he's also another big YouTuber that's been around for a very long time, as long as Corey X Kenshin.
Maybe a little bit longer?
Just a tad.
So
he is pretty old.
Yeah, if you're not really huge into the older stuff, kind of like we are, not to toot our own horn, but these are pretty, you could say, famous people. Or famous.
And this standing kind of, yeah, they're like C-list.
Yeah, I wouldn't say C-list because like they have a bunch of subscribers.
B-list?
What you mean, Markiplier?
B-list?
No, Markiplier is A-list.
Really?
Like,
oh,
yeah,
damn.
Markiplier is like top tier. Like he's like, all right, here's PewDiePie, which is, I never thought I'd be on the podcast in my age saying this, right? PewDiePie is still like number one. Which is crazy because he's been number one for almost a decade now.
That man lives in Japan now.
Literally. Papa Zane in Japan. Alright, before we get copyrighted, right? So he's like number one. Markiplier is like maybe number 10 in that list because he gets a bunch of views. You know what I'm saying? So does Corey too. Mr. Kenshin as well. Just not... He's like B tier, high tier, B tier, maybe mid tier, B tier.
The thing about Corey though is that he disappears for like 8 months and he comes back. He drops one video, 15 million views right there on the spot.
Yeah.
Like type shit. But he uses the YouTuber Markiplier as a reference point since he and Corey are both up there in subscribers. He checks out his gameplay of the mortuary assistant and finds out that Markiplier was going through the same situation as Corey. But his video wasn't age restricted. He sends this discovery to his YouTube representative so he can send it to the policy team and got the age restriction removed. You could imagine that Corey was actually livid towards finding this out because they didn't tell him why he got flagged at the end of the day. It took for him to do all this detective work just for him to get this age restriction while Markiplier was just chilling, doing pretty much the same thing as him, but he didn't have to go through all the process that he had to. Yeah. Reason why I bring that up is he's actually not the only one going through that. There's actually a bunch of other YouTubers going around posting videos relating to that, and now it's becoming like a big war. Not war, but like people are dropping nukes is the best way I could put it. Lots of nukes. People like Jacksepticeye, Omni-Man, and stuff like that are posting videos to let y'all know that. Some people might... How do I say this? Like... People are going to start speaking their mind. And this shit has been going on for a little too long, I guess you could say, because YouTube really wasn't like this back then. Like, back in the early 2010s. I remember when we would just watch videos of whatever, bro, and everyone would be chilling. It would be the most basic video, a cat playing on a piano, bro. Like, everyone's happy, everyone's chilling. And now here we are in the point where we gotta talk about racism in a place where we could just watch videos.
Yeah, and to further elaborate the point, right? It's one of those situations where one person speaks out on their truth, and it's not a half truth. If it's not a half baked lie, it's a truth in the matter where he actually took time out of his day to make sure that he wasn't talking a bunch of blasphemy, or he just wasn't talking. He just wasn't talking just to talk.
Just to get attention.
Yeah, just to get attention or just to get more clout to his name. It wasn't any of that. It was one of those situations where he's like, yo, I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm not talking bullshit, And it's just one of those cases where he spoke his mind, gave valid reasons, showed evidence, gave proof, and that gave everybody else that's in the same space as him the opportunity to be like, yo, I'm not, oh, that happened to you? Damn, that's crazy. That happened to me. Just in a different way. And ever since his video came out, it's just one of those situations where it's like one person spoke out, all right, cool. He spoke out, she spoke out, they, them spoke out, it spoke up, the attack helicopter spoke up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all spoke up. And it's one of those situations where YouTube right now is again, after a couple of years of being in hot water, is again being placed in that same seat. And it's, if you want my opinion before we start on a little prediction, something tells me that they might avoid this too. Avoid accountability. Just like the last situation they were in. Not too long ago.
Honestly, this isn't even the first time that's happened. It's just the first time that it's actually grabbing attention. Do you remember when PewDiePie said the N-word?
That shit was...
Some of y'all weren't even old enough to remember that.
Y'all were still stuck it on titties when he said that. Yeah, that's right. Y'all were babies.
They're probably looking at it as well. Y'all 30 or something? Nah, I'm actually pretty young. It's none of your business.
Don't lie to them. Don't lie to them. You're an old ass dude.
Dude, I'm 17.
Yeah, you're 17 with 4 kids.
What you're not about to do is put all these lies on me, bro. I got no kids. Pull out all the time. But regardless of that, you see Shadow up there? That's my little brother's. If you guys haven't noticed, this is my room. Sorry for the unprofessionalism, but it's a start. Maybe someday in the future we'll look back and be like, damn, we started from my room to wherever we could possibly be. See, I told you I was gonna stutter.
That's fine.
I already knew it.
It gives it more of that natural ambiance.
Ambiance?
Yeah.
Ambience?
It's ambiance. You're not cultured enough. See? You're not cultured enough, bro.
Oh, fuck. But, yeah, dog. I just wanted to put that out there. Just letting you know that YouTube is falling apart. And this has been going on for a while. People are going to speak their minds. And eventually, who knows what will happen.
Yeah, God knows.
Who knows? Because a lot of people already take, these popular people that they're basically, their whole job is to do these videos to entertain y'all. Some of them are actually getting tired of the shit, and they're just,
getting tired of entertaining you. Word to Dave Chappelle. Some of you motherfuckers, the worst people he's ever have to entertain.
Yep.
Now, I'm not an entertainer. I don't know what it is to be in that man's shoes. Or even be in Mr. Corey Kenson's shoe. Y'all are terrible. Maybe not you guys.
But you know who are?
The rest of the world.
I know someone else that's terrible. Twitch. That's why we're going to segue into Twitch. We're going to talk about social, a lot of streaming platforms here because that was the main idea that popped up in my head for episode 1. Y'all are going to love episode 2, but hopefully we can get it popping. But for this episode, it's mainly streaming platforms. And you guys might be interested to know that there's a new Pornhub in this town. A brand new Pornhub.
Pornhub, move aside. Pornhub, move aside. PH and all your illegal underage videos that got flagged on the news, put that to the side. You not hot shit no more.
No more.
People are like, oh man, we used to that. This is like, what do you mean by that? But either way, yo, move to the side.
There's a hot new website in town taking their place known as Twitch.tv.
Do you ever want to watch Fortnite or Warzone or League of Legends, since you're sweat, and in the same breath be like, you know what? Put that on one monitor. Let me open up something else on a new monitor. Now my hand's free.
Yeah, so I bring this up because recently a Twitch streamer by the name of Kimika, can't really pronounce that, gets 1 week ban after video clip of her having sex on live stream goes viral on Reddit and Twitter. She literally was streaming on Twitch with her boyfriend, I assume. Let me show you guys real quick. I'm not going to show you the video, but this is basically the clip right here. Let me see. So what basically happened is she was like with her boyfriend or something like that, and while she was live streaming, the boyfriend was trying to get a little, you know,
he's trying to get his groove on.
He's trying to, you know, he's trying to get it, you know. But she's over here trying to make the bread, like over here, like, yo, chill out, like.
This ain't Cam Soda, chill.
This ain't Cam for free or whatever. What's that?
Cam
website.
Yeah, it's Cam Soda.
Yeah,
Cam Soda's
whatever this shit's called.
This ain't Cam Soda, chill. I'm not thirsty right now. Homie was like, nah, I'm in the desert. I'm gonna need that.
As she tells him to like leave, this man comes up from behind and he starts, you know, doing the he approaches her in a very gentle way. Let's say that from behind.
That sounds weird.
It was just a gentle hug. What do you mean?
Yeah, they were wrestling.
Nah, see that just makes it weird.
Nah, what do you mean? They were fighting for the middleweight belt.
They were fighting for the chair.
They were fighting for the cruiserweight belt.
They were fighting for the chair.
Musical chairs? It's a wild game of musical chairs.
As that's happening, they think they're over here having a good time, but as I showed you in that little clip, on the glass, we saw their reflection. And we saw a reflection of the guy, you know, giving that gentle hug to her, you know. And as the stream's going, you can also tell by her face, which was
the biggest giveaway. The
biggest giveaway, obviously, going all around social media, just of, you know, her having a little orgasm here and there. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, that's Twitch for you. Not only that, there was another case of a girl spreading her butt cheeks on Twitch.tv on accident, and she was only banned for 3 days. He actually thought she was on live stream for a cam website, but then it was too late, and she realized later on that it was Twitch.
Wait, hold up, I didn't know about that.
Oh, you didn't know about that?
No, I didn't know about that. Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, she spread her butt cheeks, showed her vagina, and yeah. What? I'm not gonna show the picture.
What's her at? Let me follow. Oh, what's the app, bro?
What do you mean?
What's the app, bro?
What's
the Twitch? No, right now, don't camera. You show me later.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that. That's wild.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of cases lately with Twitch becoming a vanilla Pornhub in a way. That's the best way I could put it. Mainly because a lot of streamers are competing against females that, how do I say this? Their whole stream is just them showing a little
in a goddamn hot tub. Say what it is. You know what it is to compete.
Showing a little, you know.
You know what I'm saying, like, bro. You know what it is to fight against. Literally, you're competing against softcore porn. Yes. Don't even try to fight it. You know it's true. You're fighting against very beautiful women, or in some cases,
in some, you know, nice,
you know,
clothing.
Packages, you know what I'm saying? A well balanced body, you know, a body that, you know, they eat well, a full balanced meal.
Yeah,
they're fighting against softcore porn, or some respectable, that being the proxy word, in a cold ass fucking swimsuit in a goddamn bathtub.
Reason why I don't stream anymore is because I don't want to compete against hot tub streams. It's true. My secret's revealed. I don't, like, I can't.
You can't beat women. You guys like women more than dudes. I'm on that boat too.
Like, let's be honest. A lot of, like, when someone goes on Twitch.tv, some guy every day, instead of watching some event that's happening or a game of, like, his favorite game, he wants to go see some chick on a bathtub asking for money. And he's going to give her that money. You know why? Because she's going to say his name in a certain way that he loves. And it's going to be worth every cent. And you know it. Spoilers.
You can type in porn on the search engine and you can watch it for free. Not a single dollar. You may lose the benefit of getting your name said in an erotic way. Or you can save money. Stop being dumb. Think with this, not with the other one down there. Think with this. Maybe it'll take you a long way. Or if you're just an incel, you might as well just give us money.
But regardless of that, that's why a lot of people are leaving Twitch and going over to YouTube. But then here we got YouTube being racist and shit.
Yeah, it's fucking tough times we live in. How can a robot be racist?
Like, one of our broke boys actually does still stream on Twitch.
Right.
Two of them actually. Mr. Zeno Elias and OG Jake Long.
Follow them on Twitch. Give them a follow, subscribe. Support the grind.
Support the grind.
Support the grind.
Salute. Yes, sir. Support the grind to them. Link in the description. They still hustle here and there, mainly because they still have that what's it called, the affiliate contract. They actually, make something. I don't, because I stopped and I don't have the average viewer thing no more. It restarted, so I don't really care. I'm really more focused on doing this, honestly. Maybe some gameplay videos in the future, but right now, I don't know. Twitch is just falling apart, and that's why I wanted to ask, like, do you think people are just gonna leave Twitch?
That's a very good question.
Do you think they'll just leave Twitch and get a 9-to-5, or do you think they'll just leave Twitch and go to YouTube?
All right. I'm going to give you two versions. I'm going to give you my politically correct version and what I'm really going to say. And you're going to see the difference between the two.
I love it.
PC, number one. The good news, the bad news. This is the good news. I feel like it definitely is falling apart. Right? I guess from what I'm hearing from you guys, and you guys being my streamer friends, as well as a bunch of other popular streamers, that it's just not worth it anymore. Which, in my mind, as an outsider looking in, it's like, yo, you guys are getting money from free donations, people are subscribing to you guys. You guys are having at least almost like 10,000 viewers almost every day. Like, what do you mean it's not worth it? Well, contracts, numbers. It's all a numbers game, right? So it's the numbers not adding up, people not tuning in as much, people are growing the fuck up, not gonna watch games anymore. So it just seems like the foundation that they had for so many years is definitely crumbling.
Yeah.
Right? Who knows what they may be, right? Wouldn't really know. If I had to really be a guessing man and put money on it, if I was a betting man, it's probably certain loopholes are being found and exploited, and other content creators, fuck that means, not fucking with it. They're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, how am I supposed to compete again? How am I supposed to compete with a girl, a very attractive young female, who might be underage, but that's whatever, right? That's besides the point.
Yeah.
Right? How am I supposed to compete with a chick who's not even playing a game? Like, whatever the fuck she's playing is probably ripped from somebody else.
Some of them
just rip gameplay. But
it's just them flicking the controller.
Let's just say allegedly,
there,
right,
like,
before I start giving assumptions out here, right? How am I supposed to compete with a chick who has a fat ass controller in her hand and she's in her fucking bathing suit in the fucking hot tub?
They're not paying attention to her gameplay, bro.
Nobody's there for the gameplay.
No one's there.
Like, if you don't believe that this is something real, please take the time out of your day and go and search that. Just search up hot tub and you're gonna see.
It's a category.
It got so fucking popular. Yeah. It has its own genre.
Yeah, literally.
It went from being banned to having its own genre, right? So that's probably a big reason. Well, not a big reason, but one of such and such many reasons.
I'll say the start of vanilla porn.
Literally. Here's my honest truth. I don't give a fuck. Go get a 9-to-5. Stop trying to have this shortcut. Go get a fucking job. Literally, like, deadass, go get a job. And maybe pursue something else while you get a job, and hopefully that makes you more bread. Because, fuck you guys. Like, yeah. It's like the top 5% complaining about some shit that happens to rich people. We don't give a fuck. Oh my god, like, it hurts us because we're trying to make the grind the right way, right? We're trying to make a grind and do something that we like, right? So it's just, for us coming up, it's like, oh man, this is a terrible fucking time to hop into the game, especially so late into the game, because it's been around for so long. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, it's been around this for so long. Now that we're of age, right? Maybe we should have done it earlier, right? That could be our fault. But who the fuck would have guessed that 10 years, 15 plus years down the line, we're supposed to fucking fight Tatakai, a fucking bitch in a goddamn hot tub. Or shorties out here showing their fucking feet and they have a gameplay of League. Like, yo, bitch, I'm not trying to see your goddamn Hello Kitty painted fucking fingernails, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not here for that. But just because I'm not there for that doesn't mean that the other 5,000 beta males are there for that.
Yeah.
Or the other weirdos that are watching these fucking streams are just there like, yo, I'm not here for the game. There was a game there the whole time? I didn't even notice. This is so beautiful. Like, what? Bro, what? What are you talking about? What are you doing? Like, go touch some grass. That's just my opinion. And this is coming from somebody that tries to be out of the mix. Because I don't like the internet. So I try to just be to myself. And that's what it looks like from the outside looking in.
Yeah, like I said, personally, I just stopped the streaming all in general. I'll do it like here and now and then, and I'll get some views, like 7 to 10. Not that much, but it's decent. But it's not like I'm gonna be consistent regardless, cause it's just not. I can't compete with that. Like, I'm at right here, and I should have done it back then when it was a lot more easier, but I couldn't due to unfortunate, circumstances. Like, I didn't have the money like that. Here I am now. I do have it, but like my boy said here,
it's unfortunate times. We
are late in the game, and if I want to catch up, now I really got to be consistent and gain this experience.
No, I feel like consistent is an understatement.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Consistent is just, it's not even the beginning line.
Oh, no, yeah.
Consistent is like, you're like halfway towards the back of the line, and consistent is like, no, you get the cut here. What do you mean cut here? Bro, the beginning's all the way over there. Yeah. You have, and it's like a checklist. Like, are you funny? Are you entertaining? Are you handsome? Or are you beautiful, right? Because it depends, right? Because we're talking about male or female here, right? Oh, wait, I forgot I can't say that. Oh, I don't care. Male or female, or whatever you are in between, right? Attack helicopter, whatever, right? Or most of all,
oh my god.
Yeah, literally, most of all, right? That's satire. I'm joking here. We respect everybody's beliefs. Or the most important part of all is what are you bringing to the table that's different that everybody else hasn't done? Spoilers. That's a niche thing to find.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier, not everybody's trying to find them. Nobody's trying to do a 9 to 5 anymore.
Yeah, everyone's trying to do remote jobs and stuff like that.
9 to 5s are at home now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like what are you bringing to the table that is so unique to everybody else?
Yep.
And boom, look, full circle comes right back to it.
And that goes up to everything, not just like streaming and stuff like that. Like everyone does nails, everyone does hairs, everyone sells shoes, everyone cleans shoes. It's just a matter of what makes you stand out, and that's what we're trying to show y'all, why we stand out and why some of y'all think that we need help. No, we don't. We're just different.
I need help,
but
not different. Professional help.
Different. And regardless of that, none of this would have happened if Twitch never went from Jack TV to Twitch.tv. You know
it was called Jack TV back in the day?
Yeah, back then, shit, boom, right. I just unlocked a lot of memories for a lot of people, and then they're just looking at me like, dog, shit, how old are you?
Old fuck.
Not that old.
You old fuck. You're right, it was called Jack.
Before Twitch.tv was Twitch.tv, it used to be formerly known as Jack TV.
And you're wondering why it wasn't called Jackbox? Because it's copyrighted.
That's a game.
Exactly.
Jack TV was the Twitch of the early internet days, but it wasn't just strictly video games. It was actually streaming sports, movies, TV shows, legally, literally on the internet, right there. Anyone you could just pull it up. I remember my stepdad would always pull out his phone. He's like, I'm gonna watch a soccer game. Pulls out his phone, type in Jack.TV. I was about to say Jackbox. Yeah, I keep fucking it up.
Jack.TV, right?
Yeah. Types it in, bro, that boy's watching the soccer game right there from his phone, and I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. What is this? And then I discover it. I was watching the NBA games right there. It was beautiful back then.
That's, you know what? This bargain's a very good segue, right? And I'm gonna bridge it so we don't jump from one topic to another just to keep this in mind, that bargains the question. I feel like it's a pretty obvious statement now, right? Because TV doesn't really exist. It's not as big as it used to be anymore. But that bargains the very good question. Did streaming services, including Twitch, YouTube, Netflix, and all the bigger corporations, literally, do you think that cable TV is over? Just keep that in mind. That's a very solid point that you make. That Jack.tv back in the day were legally streaming a bunch of different things. It wasn't just centered around video games. Especially back in those days, like, video gaming wasn't taken, and I cannot believe I'm saying this. I literally cannot believe I'm really saying this right now. Games are being taken very seriously.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's counterintuitive, because it's just meant for fun. But now you want to be an esports guy. But I digress. Continue.
Yeah, so it's just a matter of just like, back then you were able to stream all this cool stuff. Just stuff that I had to wait on a certain time on a cable TV, or if you were me, I had the antenna on the television, and I was fortunate with like 2 different channels. Those days were just so different compared to just having a little phone and having access to all these different platforms nowadays. Do people even have cable? Like, I'm so surprised that Dish Network is still a thing. What else?
DirecTV is still a thing.
DirecTV, AT&T still offers cable. Obviously
Comcast still offers cable. Well, then again,
obviously it's for the old generation.
Yeah,
like before.
Well, you gotta remember, Gene. It varies state to state.
If
Yeah, it varies state to state.
obviously there's different networking, like not networking. I'm like
different services.
Services. Yeah, that was a word. Brain fart. There's different services out there, but regardless of that, who really, like, what's the percentage of like someone subscribed to, let's say, platform like Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon Prime, to someone paying the brain fart cable bill? That's like what, around like 100 maybe?
Yeah.
Depending, because I never paid for cable, but I do remember my stepdad paying for that stuff, and it was mad expensive compared to how people are paying for like what, $10 for Hulu, $15 for Netflix, and $10 for Prime. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, it's like 9 something for Prime.
Some shit like that.
I saw this. Damn, I don't want to say the other day, and I could be wrong here. So take my words with a grain of salt. Right? This is just coming from the back of my head of memories. I think the percentage has been lower in the last 20 years when it comes to cable. I think 40% of old cable users, I guess that would be the correct term, or
let's say it like this. Like, let's say if we step into a neighborhood, and in every home in that neighborhood we step in, do you think there's a chance that there'll be a cable access in that home? Let's say out of 20 homes, how much do you think will have cable access?
Oh, okay, when you put it like that, 5
out
to
of
6 homes. 5 to 6 homes. I want to say 5 or 6, maybe 7 families at most would have access to like actual cable, and not just basic cable, right? Not just basic cable. Now, I'm not talking about antenna, because that's free. I'm talking about like basic cable. You get like channels 1 through 50. Not even. You get like channels 1.
Nah, it's more than 50 now. They give them a lot.
I used to pay for basic cable. You only get channels like 1, maybe 1 to 100. 1 to 100, 1 to 50. And that was for Comcast. So, like, yeah, basic, look, bro, basic channels don't even include HD streaming.
Yeah.
It's just standard definition. So it's like, you're getting what, 1 to 50, 1 to 75? I don't remember. It's been a while. And I definitely don't pay for cable, because we pay for a bunch of services. So it's kind of like, why the fuck would we pay for fucking cable if what we're all paying together is literally almost half the expense of cable?
And usually those streaming platforms are what we actually do want to watch, because there's not I've seen what's on cable TV now compared to how it was back then. It was actual good stuff back then, but now that I see how it is now, it makes me wonder,
who the fuck are watching these shits? Let you be nice. Let me take the brunt of this. You guys are fucking psychos. Who's legitimately watching the Kardashian family?
The Kardashians.
Who the fuck is
That's a
watching
Hulu thing though.
Fuck that, because it was on E. Before it even
Yeah,
got to Hulu,
yeah.
it was on E.
Yeah,
It was
keeping
on
up with the
Channel E.
Kardashians.
Keeping up with the Kardashians. Keeping up with plastic, right? Who the fuck is watching that?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is really watching half of these channels? You know, I didn't know that Complex was actually legitimately a channel.
Yes.
I never knew that Complex had their own TV channel.
Yes.
I thought they were just internet famous. I
really
didn't
that's
know
how that's how popular they got.
Yeah, I didn't know. But the question is who the fuck are watching these shows? Who is paying you guys? Who is producing this? We need to talk to you guys. Who? And obviously, what I want to say, I can't say. So if you're catching my drift and saying who the fuck is watching this, you guys are psychos.
I'll be honest though. I don't care what's on the TV, but there's one specific genre of shows that I will never watch, and it's shows like The Bachelorette. I think that's what they're called. Those bachelor shows where they have like a bunch of guys trying to get the rose from this one chick, and they have to do all these crazy challenges and shit like that. And they even have shows of the opposite gender, so they're it's a bunch of females doing it for this one guy, and it's who watches that though?
They got y'all doing American Ninja Warrior bullshit for this 6 out of 10 girl or female. It's crazy.
Literally.
Y'all must be getting a bag, and y'all need to put me on. I definitely do that for a 5 out of 10. Bro, how much we talking here? That's the thing. Who are people genuinely interested in this type of stuff? And that, at least for me, I feel like I can speak for him as well. Makes you want to take a step back and are you guys okay? Are you guys that bored with your life that you have to watch somebody else do some ludicrous bullshit just for entertainment?
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Obviously, we used to watch old reality TV shows,
but even
but
then,
they
that
were
shit
still
used to make
good.
us cringe.
But
it was worse back than what it is now.
Some
now,
were good though.
Yeah,
Cops.
Jersey Shore. That's a controversial.
Okay, that's the
And the only reason I say that's good is because it birthed a lot of you fucking nerds. A bunch of you little wannabe jocks act like the fucking suntan nerd. I don't even what his name, Jeremy. Fucking Shermy? What the fuck?
Never watched it.
What the fuck his name is?
Never watched it.
Jabroni? What the fuck his name is? Right? Or I know 5 different bitches that act like Snooki. So y'all don't even know who Snooki is. You know what I mean? So that's another controversial pick. You know what I mean? And it's just I don't know how. And I'll bring this point up. And so I'll let my homie talk. So I can shut the fuck up for a second. How is it that ever since the internet came out, a bunch of shows have just been doing this? It's just been a steep decline. You guys have literally access to almost anything on a little itty bitty device like this. Inspiration can come at any point. How the fuck are your quality of your shows deteriorating? But I digress. I'm not a showmaker. I wouldn't know.
Usually it's just rinse and repeat. People have been bringing back old stuff to make it new, and then it just turns out terrible, or just they bring in a franchise from a different thing, like from a game or from a book and stuff like that. Try to make it blah blah blah. It doesn't work out. It's just not working out. Shit
R.I.P.
like
The
that.
Witcher. Even though it's definitely gonna get to season 3, but R.I.P. The Witcher.
Stuff like
It's
that.
another one of those where it's kind of how the fuck did you fuck this up? You have source material. You know what? Let me shut up. Let me just shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna do this.
Which?
I'm gonna do this right now.
Oh my god. But yeah, literally. Give me one. Do you honestly? I will say this though. I guess you could say I do prefer this era of the streaming stuff.
Hold up, before you get to that, you didn't even say the question. And then people are gonna look at us like, what do you mean by that? So we asked you guys a question.
Oh.
Because we want to know what you guys think about this as well. This is just a one-to-one. We're not here just gonna give our thoughts.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You know what I mean? So let's propose you guys the question, right? Do you guys, for the older generation out there, for the guys that are at least for the young women, for the young men and women that are in at least our age group, not to your age, but we're gonna say literally 20 to 35. That's our age group. So for the older guys out there, do you guys miss how it was before streaming came into play? Or better yet, do you miss the era of cable TV, or do you not prefer the era of streaming? right? Because it's a very intriguing question. You're gonna get a bunch of answers, and then I'll ask this for the younger ones. If we do have any, younger guys and females in there,
yeah,
the younger folks, could you imagine what it would be like since you guys grew up on streaming? Do you guys can you even picture waiting for something for like a week?
Yeah, like that new episode coming out next week at 7 p.m. on this specific channel.
On this specific day. Like, since you guys are so used to streaming, can you picture a world without streaming? And you're probably like, well, yo, we're not that fucking young. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not that fucking young. Like, we could picture that. But honestly, like, what are your thoughts and opinions about that? Let us know. Honestly, let us know. We're very intrigued with what type of answers we will get from this. This is an honest question.
Personally,
yeah. What do you prefer?
Like, I mean, how cable's going right now?
No. The question would be like, what do you prefer? Like, do you miss how it was back in our day, or do you prefer how we have it now?
Genuinely, I like how it is now. I don't care mainly because I have access to what I want to watch. That's why my algorithm shows what I want to watch, not Mr. Beast videos. By the way, I never seen one ever in my life, but
yeah, making $1 million, Mr. Beast, hit me up.
He still makes money, and he's buying islands for his billion gazillion subscriber. Why not me, please?
I need that, bro. Hit me up.
I prefer it now, but I genuinely do miss how it was back in the day because it was just a certain feeling of when we weren't so in touch with technology. We weren't so stuck. Our phone wasn't stuck to our face all the time. We were so still going outside, enjoying how it was back then before technology did take a full, complete U-turn on us.
Fuck, you beat me to my answer.
And it's true though.
Fuck, you beat me to it. All right, I definitely got to put a twist on it.
It's true though.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth.
And regardless of that, I can't do anything about it because all we're going to keep doing is evolving. And eventually maybe cable TV might end up dying, but there's still going to be streaming platforms that are acting like cable, like Peacock, Sling, or what's the other one? Tubi, some shit like that.
Tubi, definitely another one.
There's other streaming platforms just like that act like cable, and they're still going to be there for people that still use and prefer cable and not streaming platforms. And it is what it is.
And VIX. For the Hispanic homies out there that know about VIX.
Oh, yeah.
VIX is another one. If you don't know what VIX is literally what your 35 to 45 to 55-year-old mom is going to watch. What do you mean? Rosa de Guadalupe, Univision, news, and like other stuff that they want to get out of their old habits. Yo, what is this? Oh, this is pretty cool. I bet. Let me watch that.
So while we're still on the topic about streaming platforms, we want to get into the last topic, which since we already are on the 50-minute mark, shit. 50 minutes passed by real quick. We're going to get straight into it. For the final topic, we want to talk about Disney Plus bagging Bleach.
And yes, we are not being hip here, right? We're not being hip here. This is the sign of the times that we're in. I cannot believe news sites, news networks are talking like millennials and Generation Z. It's fucking tough. Yes. Please pull it up and cover my hideous face. Please. Yes. Look at this. You're seeing this with your very own eyes here. Disney Plus bags Bleach for streaming rights over Crunchyroll. God knows how much money Disney Plus had to do this. Because here's the one thing that people are going to look away and not really pay attention to. Crunchyroll was mid-production. Now, you could keep that up there.
Nah.
Oh, okay. So, Disney Plus must have had to drop a phenomenal amount of bread on that one particular series alone. Because when this was announced, it wasn't any Plus. It wasn't any of the major anime websites. It wasn't fucking Kotaku, right? It was legitimately Crunchyroll that came out of the gates blasting with a metaphorical gun, telling everybody, yo, we are the fucking bomb. Bleach is back. We've heard you guys complaining for it for so long. We're going to give it to you guys. And Studio Clown, it's going to be the same studio that did it before. They're going to come back and finish it again in higher quality. So that bargains the question. They were mid-production. This show is coming out in October, or at least it was coming out in October. Who knows when this is coming out now? Because now it's in a whole different ballgame. We're talking bigger money, more marketing, more production. It might even get delayed, right? I haven't read the article. He probably has. He could probably tell you guys more than me. But for me, this bargains the question. How much money did these people have to give to Crunchyroll to exclusively take that right to stream Bleach mid-production? Mind you, at this point in time in this video, Bleach has not dropped for us yet, right? So in the future, we might have that information. It is currently September the 3rd, 2022. If Crunchyroll still had the rights to release the show, we were supposed to get this next month.
Yeah. Because it airs in Japan.
It's going to air in Japan in the next month. We were going to, the US included, that's what I mean, the USA was supposed to get this alongside with Japan. We were supposed to get this alongside them in October. Now that Disney Plus dropped this, is Disney a majorly American company? Right?
Yeah.
So, who knows? It could even get delayed so it could look even better. Because everybody knows how Disney is with the quality of the stuff, especially when it comes to animation.
Yeah.
So, for lack of a better term, they'll want to be perfectionists. So, if it comes out in October, big blessings. Fire. Dope. Bet. If it's not, who knows? Early Q1, first quarter of 2023, summer 2023, I doubt it. They might stick to it. My guesses should be, if we don't get it in October, we might get it around October next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. But that's where my intuition is leading me to.
So, like, some of y'all, it may not seem like an issue, but actually it has become a big issue because of how mainstream anime is. Back in the day, you were bullied and, like, called a lot of crazy stuff and slang
dweeb.
For watching anime.
You get no bitches, beta male, you're scared of women, and you definitely don't shower. And you live in your dungeon playing games 24/7. Captain Mickey came down to swoop day. He swooped down to say the day.
You need a shower. You stink.
You stink.
Yep. Literally. But this is an actual big issue, mainly because Disney Plus this is actually its first time doing it. It's riding the wave of what Netflix and Crunchyroll has been doing.
Amazon Prime.
And Amazon Prime. And Amazon Prime as well.
Because they also have a bunch of decent shows on there as well, which is a sleeper. You don't know about it? The anime catalog is actually pretty decent.
It's pretty decent. Check that out. A lot of these streaming platforms are trying to bag some animes, bag these rights, and then put them on there to make people, subscribe. You know how it goes. Get this money, you feel me? But there's certain platforms like Netflix, and they don't know how can I say this? They don't know how to properly handle properly release these and handle these streaming rights.
I feel like let me stop you there. I don't think it's production wise, because they have nothing to do with production.
But that's the thing, that it has nothing to do with the production.
Right. I feel like it's how you handle it. It's how you handle how you release a show.
Yeah, because let's say like the JoJo Bizarre Adventures Part 6. Everyone was excited. The release in December 2021. Everyone's excited because people that watch JoJo love new JoJo. Everyone watched it. They released 12 episodes. Boom. Everyone watched those 12 episodes. As of yesterday, the next 12 episodes popped up.
Mind you, it released in December 2021. It released September
As of
1st.
right now, it's September 3rd.
Right, it released September the 2nd or the...
Second.
Second, right? Yeah. So look at that. Almost a whole year. December, September. Literally. It's 9 months. There was a 9-month hiatus where we didn't get anything.
And it's not
even
that
updates,
Yeah.
Not even any type of notices. It just went dead silent.
Not even any promotion.
Just went dead silent.
We got nothing. And it's not because the episodes weren't ready. The whole show is ready. It's done. Everything's good. It's just Netflix wants to drop it how they want to drop it.
Netflix being Netflix.
It's obviously airs in Japan, and that's how they do it. They do it on the weekly basis. Well, no, or so I think.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore, right?
No, because Netflix.
Because Netflix in Japan.
Because again, full circle comes back to Bleach being
Yeah.
a part of Disney Plus. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was another very popular title that Netflix said, "Yo, let me get that." This is definitely going to consider people to want to purchase our subscription. So, let me get that. And after Part 5 blew. Did beautiful numbers.
Yeah, it got real popular.
It got really popular, and I'm happy for the franchise.
Like, even if you don't like JoJo, just you know about Part 5 at least.
At least. Everyone, especially now. For the manga readers, yeah, we was telling everybody the secrets. Now, you can't go down the street without hearing
copyright. Nah,
it'll be okay.
DMCA.
Oh yeah, you're right, because you can't even mention it without
DMCA.
But yeah, you couldn't go down the street for like a when did Part 5 come out? Like 4 years?
I think we were still in high school.
Oh my fucking god! Yo, hold up! Don't give people any type of idea how old we are. Nah, but like, yeah, we were still in school. No, I think we were in college. Either way, besides the point. Oh no, yeah, we were seniors. Wow. Literally, like it just happens to be unfortunate that it was a very popular series that ended up getting swooped up and overtaken by an American company. And it unfortunately No. I backtrack. They did. It was released. Japan was getting it weekly. But here was the twist. You're only getting those 12 episodes weekly. So whatever Netflix dropped, that's what the network was showing. How many episodes was released on Netflix? That's
the 12.
What's getting sold for the 12 weeks. Mm-hmm. Which I wish we had that. Like, I don't know why the fuck Netflix thought it was a good idea. Maybe with your own original shows. Cool, do that. Nobody cares. That's your own IPs. You get to do whatever you want with that. But with the franchise with so much legacy behind it, why would you squander any chances of it being even more popular than the last season?
And that's not the only anime either on that platform. Remember Shaman King?
Shaman King, Baki, King and Asura, Bastard, because that's a remake of an old goodie that they just kind of demolished. It looks even worse than the original. The original came out in the 80s. It's super tough. Fucking, and I'll do one more just to end up on a prime number. One Piece.
No, the live action?
Yeah, One Piece live action. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? What drugs are you consuming that I need to know now? You have to put me on. Because there's no way anybody at top head of HQ fucking Netflix thinks this is okay.
And yeah, now you're probably like, okay, but that's Netflix. What does this have to do with Disney Plus? Well, this is where I come in and let you know that actually Disney Plus actually has the rights to this one anime that's been upcoming as well, known as Summertime Rendering. Only in Japan as of right now, but it's also owned. Disney Plus has the rights for the English and stuff like that. But they're not gonna release the full series on Disney Plus until it finishes. And even then, we don't know if it'll even release in the US because it's already happening in Japan. So
it's one of those situations where it just could be a Japan only type of thing.
Yeah.
That they might have English subtitles for it.
But even then, even on that platform, they just have the homepage. They don't even have the episodes yet on that platform.
Yeah.
The only way you can really watch it is, by allegedly watching it. But I don't know how else I can explain it to you by either, telling you that it's as easy as 123.com. But regardless of that, it's kind of worried a lot of people.
Yeah,
people that like Bleach.
Yeah, for anime fans, nerds, otakus, weeaboos, and all of you guys in between, and even the furries. Yes, even you guys. It's a tough time for fans. because you don't know. We haven't been this uncertain about certain series for a while. Right? We've been comedied a lot. Even including the Japanese viewers. Right? Like, we are used to having our shows released like it's a regular TV program.
Yeah, like
weekly. Is what it is.
Yeah.
We're used to watching shows weekly.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We're used to certain platforms, because those platforms are known as the anime platforms to go watch. Because sometimes, for the guys that don't know, there's certain shows that don't get picked up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And not every show can get picked up. Sometimes it's just a Japanese only thing. It's only popular in Japan. In the West, where we are, not as popular. So those programs, those apps, those companies that were known as the anime companies, never in a million years would have thought, yo, we were gonna have company with fucking Netflix. Because not every, like, all the Netflix consumers, Amazon, Hulu, HBO, or whatever the fuck it was back in the day that it wasn't HBO, they're not watching anime. They're watching their own stuff, right? They're not watching anime. Never in a million years did they think that, hey, look, I'm Netflix. Yo, let me get that.
No.
Let me get that. Pretend that this is a million stack of dollars. Let me get that, bro.
No.
Let me get that off you. Oh, you said yeah? Sign that. But my money. No. My money. My money now. This is my bread now.
Excuse me?
So, never would they thought that these huge corporations with so much backing and funding would come into the anime section and be like, yeah, nigga, we're coming in here and we're bombing this shit and we're gonna take your bread.
Yeah, and this is a series that a lot of people like. It's animating the final arc, that's it. Like, this is wrapping up the anime that ended like a long time ago. So, you know, there's a lot of people that are gonna reappear, be like, yo, I used to watch this shit. Holy fuck,
I was like,
there's more.
What? This never finished.
Yeah, people are gonna go crazy, but with Disney owning that rights, who knows if that's even gonna happen? Because to me, I never liked the Netflix algorithm where they just drop everything all at once. I'm still more of one of those weekly episode type of guy, because there's longevity to it. Everyone's on the same episode. Like, you know how She-Hulk is out? We're all on that same episode talking about the same post-credit scene about CGI twerking with Meg Thee Stallion. You can't have that type of attention if you just drop all the episodes all at once.
That's the beauty of weekly shows, of weekly airing. That's also why, for fun fact, if you didn't know, there's certain shows on Netflix that are now introducing that method.
Yep. Yeah.
Because Netflix is hearing, right? This is the last time I mentioned the name because we're actually talking about Disney Plus here.
Yes, sir.
Netflix is actually doing that now because they're hearing so many complaints from everybody where it's like, yo, not everybody is a fucking neat. Oh, that's for the anime nerds. Not everybody's a stay-at-home fucking nerd, or not everybody has enough time to be home to watch all these many episodes at the same time. Like, what are you doing?
Like, yeah, we're watching them at your own pace, but sometimes people won't even, like, watch it. They'll just let it be there.
We just call them for what they are, fucking binge watchers. Yeah. Binge watchers we used to be proud to say that. Because it's like, damn, you're that guy. You
like, damn, I used to binge watch this, and that.
Really, that meant something back in the day, you know?
Now
that actually meant back in the day, like, you actually sat down and took time out of your fucking day, out of your life, to actually watch a show that you really thought was good. Now, everybody's a fucking binge watcher, or everybody just stays home. So it's like, oh, yo, what's the next thing I'm gonna watch? Oh, yeah, let me cut that on. But, 105 episodes? Yeah, I'm gonna kill that in a week. Why?
Okay.
Why? Hey, you kill like 5 shows. Like, bro, why? Fuck touching grass. Go use the bathroom. Like, and not use the bathroom for 30 seconds. Like, or a minute. Like, yo, go get the fuck up out of your bed and go use the bathroom, bro.
No.
Go be a regular person.
No. I'll just piss in a cup.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, honestly, I hope for the best for it, because people are going to be happy with how Bleach is going to end and stuff like that, and I only hope that they enjoy it.
Hopefully this bargains for a sequel. Disney!
And I know some of you guys don't even care about anime or even watch anime, but it's fine. Regardless, it involves you guys too. You guys love your weekly episodes of The Bachelorette. You want to know what happens every week. At the end of the week, you want to come back home, pull out your glass of wine, kick back, and watch and find out which simp wins this 6 out of 10 female. It is what it is. Everyone likes their own shit. But me, I like that crazy shit. Pause. But regardless of that, we're gonna end up wrapping it up right now. We already hit the 1 hour mark. We went through that pretty quick. That was
a pretty solid conversation, bro.
Yeah.
At least for the most part.
Yeah, it was a lot better than episode 0. I will literally tell you that right now. Yeah. But regardless of that, is there anything else you want to finish off saying? Anything, comments, concerns?
I actually want to bring up a question.
What?
How do I phrase this? You think with Disney buying Bleach that it might go further than that?
What do you mean?
Kind of in the same idea as Shonen Jump being the owner.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong example. Shueisha, because they own Viz and Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
Shueisha technically has the book rights for Bleach.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that if the anime does fucking numbers, and let's say that it becomes anime of the year,
like how some Demon Slayer shit,
game, right? So late into the game,
mm-hmm.
better. No, I mean, like, do you think that this is gonna cause Disney to want to buy Bleach in its entirety?
I'm pretty sure they probably already have, maybe. So maybe they probably like already bought the whole thing.
This is just streaming rights.
For
right?
For
this is just streaming
season.
rights. So if this does numbers, right?
Yeah.
Because now Disney's associated with Crunchyroll, and Crunchyroll, Funimation,
mm-hmm.
Fucking Viz, and other companies that are directly involved with now the manga as well. The question is, do you think that this opens up the door? Because Disney's such a monopoly. They have so much funding, so much background support. Do you think that if this does numbers, that they would like to buy Bleach in its entirety, kind of like what they did with the Marvel characters?
Yeah,
because now the question for me is,
like owning it, like completing it
in its entirety, like they own Bleach.
Okay.
So, wild theory here, you're gonna see it in Kingdom Hearts 4, right? Like that's literally what I mean. Like they own Bleach in its entirety. That your Bleach is no longer gonna be on your Viz Media app. Bleach isn't gonna be on your Shonen Jump app. It's gonna be alongside some of Marvel's comics in the Disney app.
Mm.
The part B to the question is, if they do, what companies do you think will start buying out certain franchises? That's the big question. If Disney buys this franchise, this anime franchise, what other companies would follow suit?
I mean, they already started doing that. Look at Netflix. They've been bought 7 Deadly Sins.
Oh shit, that's true.
They've been bought that, and look how that turned out.
Fucking terrible. Jesus Christ.
I'm not gonna sit here and say the entirety of it was terrible. I enjoyed the first season. I was fucking with the second.
You know what's funny?
And then,
first and the second season were owned by Netflix.
And then we got to the Netflix owned season 3, and then we got a little crazy.
Insert shit emoji here. Here.
We got a little.
Do you have the pillow still?
What?
Shit pillow?
Oh, the shit emoji pillow?
Yeah, shit emoji pillow?
Nah.
Damn, what was that?
But yeah, other than that, I think if they were to buy it, I doubt it. I feel like they would have the rights to stream it, like the full series itself, but to own it, I doubt it, I'll be honest. Maybe they'll collaborate, but that's it. At most, that's it.
Ichigo wearing fucking Mickey Mouse.
Stop. Stop. Look. Stop.
Right, you know what? Let's just finish this
Stop.
off here.
Stop.
Let's end it off with a
Stop. We're gonna wrap it up here. So we're just gonna wrap it up here. Social medias, links in the description somewhere. A key.
Somewhere on the screen.
Somewhere a key. You'll see it.
He'll figure it out.
Marcos will figure it out. Future Marcos, God bless you, bro. But other than that, that has been the first pilot episode of Cut Throat Convos.
I think we're gonna title it streaming thoughts and opinions.
Streaming thoughts.
And opinion. Yeah, streaming thoughts.
Streaming thoughts and opinions.
That's
there
gonna be what it is. All right.
Streaming thoughts and opinions.
All right. Let me handle the outro. You got the intro. Let me handle the outro.
All right. Go ahead.
Right.
Boss.
So with that, we will conclude the first pilot. To everybody watching, we really appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in with us and listening to what we have to say. Because you don't really have to. You know what I'm saying?
We're just some guys. We're just some guys.
We're just some random schmucks out and about in the server, just trying to give our opinions.
Yep.
So we really do appreciate anybody that actually stuck with us for the whole hour, or however long the video may be after this guy edits it. Right?
An hour.
So. We really appreciate you for tuning in, listening to what we have to say. If you have any critiques, any things that you would like to see, any topics, please let us know. I don't know how they're going to let us know, but again, you'll figure that out. And yeah, we really do thank you guys, literally. And it was a blast. Thank you for having me here. It's been an honor to be a part of the first episode. I can't wait to see the next one. I might be here, may not be here. Who knows?
Like I said, I'm going to try to rotate the roster, try to get everyone here. You might see familiar faces here now and then, but I want you guys to get to know all of us. And even if some of us can't be here in person, you still get to know them one way or another. We're trying to get ourselves out there, and I hope you guys get to enjoy the content that we're going to put out there, either by streams with OG Jake Long, Zeno Elias, or with me on the podcast, Cut Throat Convos. You guys have a great, wonderful day, night, whatever, wherever you are in the world.
To the streamers out there, go get a fucking 9 to 5, you bum.